If you're into content creation or business or an influencer or introvert who want to stand out of the crowd, then in this episode, you and I will learn about how to master in public speaking, improve communication skill, and many more things from Miss Pooja Gulati, who is one of the youngest and prettiest Josh Talk speaker, communication coach, and soft skill trainer who had changed life of 30,000 plus people and came third on India's biggest public speaking competition. So let's listen to her experiences and her secrets.
So thank you, Pooja, for coming to minus one.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Megdad, for having me. It really means a lot.
Yeah. So okay. So I want to start with very common question, and
Mhm.
also I have a keen interest in public speaking. So does public speaking means get up on stage and speak in good English and impress people?
So basically, public speaking is not about getting on stage
Mm-hmm.
and, talking to a lot of audiences. According to me and according to a lot of researchers, if your audience is more than one, then it
Mm-hmm.
becomes public speaking.
Okay.
राइट बिकॉज यू हैव टू मैनेज अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल एंड पब्लिक जहाँ पे मतलब बहुत सारे दो या तीन लोग हो जाते हैं जब आपको अपने आई कांटेक्ट तीन चार लोगों से मैनेज करना है
Mm-hmm.
तीन चार लोगों के ओपिनियंस को मैनेज करना है उनके
Mm-hmm.
लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स को मैनेज करना है ऑटोमेटिकली इट बिकम्स पब्लिक स्पीकिंग राइट सो
Okay.
पब्लिक स्पीकिंग इज नॉट समथिंग दैट यू डू ऑन स्टेज यू डू इट इन योर
Mm-hmm.
रियल लाइफ एज वेल आप किसी फैमिली फंक्शन में जाते हो पब्लिक स्पीकिंग है आप घर में बहुत सारे लोगों से बात करते हो पब्लिक स्पीकिंग है एक साथ
Mm-hmm.
आपके चार पांच फैमिली मेंबर्स बैठ गए पब्लिक स्पीकिंग है so I believe every human being actually does public speaking every single day but उसको पता नहीं होता कि मैं public speaking कर रहा हूँ and yes you don't need to be excellent in your English language to be a good public speaker. There
Okay.
is a thin line of difference between English speaking and communication or public speaking and so on and so forth. People consider communication as English speaking
Mm-hmm.
while English speaking is nothing but a language जिसमें आप कम्युनिकेट करते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइक यू आर बंगाली
Mm-hmm.
पंजाबी उर्दू marathi we all communicate in all such kind of language so English is also a language but communication is a skill through which you can use any language to create more results so this
Got
is
it.
the difference which most of the people don't understand. Yeah.
Okay. Great, great, great. As you are 22 and most of the people of your age still looking for their parents' approval to start something good. And
Hmm.
also, they are ready to give up their dreams. They are looking for government job because of their parents
Hmm.
want that thing. So in relate to that, I want to know that how's your childhood and how you made your parents to agree to support you in your good wills.
So my childhood was like any other's childhood. Like I was always the pampered child, got a lot of pampering from my parents, always surrounded by them. And so my childhood was pretty easy. So coming to the question that how I convinced my parents that for entrepreneurship. So one positive aspect that God has already blessed me with is that my father is a businessman. So he
Wow.
already knows in and out of business that how it goes, customer acquisition,
Mhm,
money management,
mhm.
financial literacy, and investment, and all such kind of things. So I've
Okay.
seen my father, I've seen my parents getting into this investment category from the very childhood. Like abhi, I would like to say the money they invested when I was a child, and it's reaping now. It's getting matured now, and the returns they are getting is amazing. So
Okay.
I believe how I convinced my parents like any other parent, my parents' aspiration was also ki Pooja can should get into a job because
Mhm,
um, that is security according to a lot of
mhm,
parents' mindset. So
mhm.
even though my father was from a business is from a business background, so again being a female it was a bit difficult because हमारी फैमिली में से कोई भी बच्चा आजकल एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बना है
Okay.
राइट एंड जो बिजनेस हमारे पेरेंट्स करते हैं और जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जो आज के एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप है दैट इज पर्टिकुलरली वेरी डिफरेंट. It
Okay.
is not like that because
Mhm,
after digitalization, everything has actually
mhm.
changed. So,
Yes.
to convince my parents, what I used to do was earlier it was very difficult that I have to convince them कैसे करना है क्या करना है. But eventually, what strategy I adopt was that there are a lot of testimonies that a lot of coaches put forward on YouTube that by
Mhm,
enrolling in their programs or so on
mhm.
and so forth, they were able to create some online success successes.
Okay.
So I used to plug in those testimonies on speaker. So my
Okay.
parents used to listen that indirectly. So eventually, after 2 3 months, my mom came up to me and she told me, "अगर ये लोग कर सकते हैं तो तू क्यों नहीं कर सकती?"
Okay. That's from your mom's side.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So that's for my mom's side. That she came to me and she said, "अगर ये सब लोग बच्चे कर सकते, तू क्यों नहीं कर सकती?" So
Mm-hmm.
that was a mindset shift that happened with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So testimonies, I believe, was one way, and second was they saw that I was really keen. I was
Okay.
doing something every single time to improve
Mm-hmm.
myself and to get into this industry of soft skills,
Mm-hmm.
communication, public speaking, all such kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I was getting a lot of failures,
Mm-hmm.
still I was very consistent that yes, I want to do something in this domain only.
Okay.
राइट
Okay.
सो ये आपके पेरेंट्स भी तभी कन्विंस होते हैं जब वो देखते हैं कि आप किसी चीज के लिए ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हो या बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड हो या बहुत ज्यादा फोकस्ड हो या सीरियस हो तभी वो आपका उस चीज में साथ देंगे तो यस दैट वाज समथिंग दैट रियली हेल्प्ड मी आउट सो
Yes.
या सो a lot of students come up to me they tell the testimony so yeah that goes around.
What is the exact incident happened with you which actually made you to, like now I have to become a communication coach, and then how your journey started?
So I was really underconfident when I was in school, bullied, always the first bencher, used to secure good marks, but eventually lack of confidence. So
Okay.
till my 10th standard, I was in another school. Till my 12th standard, I was in another school. But my upbringing has happened in the convent background, like in front,
Okay.
in amidst
Hmm.
sisters, fathers, जो चर्च के
Mm-hmm.
होते हैं उनके साथ मेरी एजुकेशन हुई है बचपन से ही.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I went to my college, it was the very first day of my college. I did my graduation from Dal Singh College, Morning University of Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
So, Delhi University में जब आप जाते हो तो people are really amazing. Like they are super confident, and they know how to talk, they know how to rule. They are extremely talented. So when I
Mm-hmm.
went there, so I was like, पूजा तुम कहाँ आ गए? ये क्या है ये? समझ नहीं आ रहा था मुझे. Because I was like that shy girl, very introvert, not
Mm-hmm.
having that, zeal, confidence, and so on and so forth. So then I understood that yes, this is something that I need to improve. And तब mindset ये था कि अगर अपने आप को improve नहीं किया तो job नहीं मिलेगी. I will not be able to secure a good job, good internship. So I'm no way I'm saying that getting a job is bad, but yes, now my perspective has changed. So yes, I really motivate people to yes, you should get a job, but side by side you should also develop a part-time source of income from the skills you have, so that you can this the hard work that you're giving in to build some other brand. If you put that same hard work in developing yourself, we will reach heights. So this is a kind of a mindset that I have now. And one more thing that I've also learned in my journey is not
Mm-hmm.
to become an entrepreneur, you should become an intrapreneur first.
Okay.
Now, to become an entrepreneur, you should become an intrapreneur first. And what is an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person जो एक स्टार्टअप के साथ काम करता है, उस स्टार्टअप को ग्रो कराने में हेल्प करता है, उस स्टार्टअप का सिस्टम डेवलप करने में हेल्प करता है, and eventually he learns from there, he grows there, he helps one startup to grow, and then he gathers all the experiences that he has, and then he comes there. Because अगर आप देखो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट आपका टाइम बहुत ज्यादा कीमती है. अगर आप
Mm-hmm.
बार बार गलती करते रहोगे अपने स्टार्टअप को ग्रो करते में, अपने बिजनेस को ग्रो करते में, तो टाइम कम है ना. तो एवरीबडी, अगर हमें कुछ भी करना है आज के टाइम पे, अगर आपको स्टार्टअप सीखना है या कुछ भी करना है, यू नीड टू नो द इन एंड आउट ऑफ हाउ entrepreneurship actually works. You should work with a startup very closely,
Okay.
and then from there start building something. Now most of the people will tell me कि मैम हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है, टाइम जा रहा है, इतने सारे स्टार्टअप आ रहे हैं, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand there are a couple of brands, those who launched today, and within
Mm-hmm.
6 months they actually get over a lot of brands that are already existing in
Mm-hmm.
the market. So it doesn't
Exactly.
matter at what time do you launch, it depends upon what strategies you use to market yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because the most best product never wins, the best marketed product wins. So once you learn something, so definitely it grows. So मेरा background भी कुछ ऐसे ही था. Then I went into the school. तो वहां पे जाने के बाद I went into British Council High Commission New Delhi. I did my certification from there.
Mm-hmm.
So the first moment was कि मुझे लगा मुझे खुद को improve करना चाहिए. वहां पे मेरे mentors थे, उन्होंने मुझे help किया, and then I was able to understand कि ये जो mentors है ना, I want to see myself there. Because
Okay.
ये एक ऐसी skill है. देखो टेक्निकल स्किल्स के लिए बहुत सारे टीचर्स है इस दुनिया में. मैथ
Mm-hmm.
सिखाने के लिए बहुत सारे टीचर्स है, साइंस सिखाने के लिए है, इंग्लिश, हिंदी, सब कुछ सिखाने के लिए है, लेकिन स्किल सिखाने के लिए बहुत कम टीचर्स है इस दुनिया में. Because it is
Exactly.
because of your skill that you actually do something. something in your life.
Okay, so let's start from my part. Okay, when I was in
Hmm.
school, I was a totally introvert. Okay, and people used to tell me like to be, get confidence, you have to learn English, and once you are
Hmm.
learning English, you are becoming strong, and your communication skill is getting strong. And as I grow up, and I felt like English is important, but not to develop the communication skill. So
Hmm.
what is your say? Like I heard still
Yeah.
I heard people to
Yeah.
say all those things.
So basically, अगर हम कुछ-कुछ लोगों की बात करें, so
Hmm.
there are some political leaders or there are some influential personality, they only know their mother tongue. For example, उनको बंगाली के अलावा कुछ समझ नहीं आता,
Hmm.
उन्हें पंजाबी के अलावा कुछ समझ नहीं आता,
Hmm.
उन्हें साउथ इंडियन लैंग्वेज के अलावा कुछ समझ नहीं आता, तो क्या वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं है? Obviously,
Okay.
they are successful.
Hmm.
Right? So first rule is to master whatever language you are into.
Okay.
English is just a language which has become a kind of a slang कि अगर आपको ये आती है तो आप ज्यादा एक अच्छी आपको एक reputation मिलेगी, which is not like that.
Okay.
Communication actually tells you that how you need to use any language so that you
Hmm.
can pass on your message very easily. You can crack
Hmm.
more sales, you can crack more clients, you can get to your potential customer, you can crack your interview nicely. So this is something that actually I believe it's a myth that most of the students have today.
Hmm.
या कोई और लैंग्वेज नहीं आते. So eventually when you start growing, you
Hmm.
multiply your time by having team members with you. So hire somebody ना, सिंपल. अपने आप को इतना ग्रो कर डालोगे that people work with you. एंड वो जो कमी है वो आप भी कर सको. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि आपको अपने आप को पुश नहीं करना है किसी नई लैंग्वेज को लर्न करने के लिए. यू शुड डेफिनेटली मूव आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन, बट गिविंग अ एक्सप्लेनेटरी मार्क कि यार जब तक मुझे इंग्लिश नहीं आएगी तब तक मैं अपनी इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन ठीक नहीं कर सकता, इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग.
In order to change the people's mindset, what is the solution?
सो बेसिकली सोल्यूशन एक ही है. चेंज द काइंड ऑफ पीपल यू स्पेंड योर टाइम विद
Hmm.
एंड स्टॉप बिलीविंग इन थिंग्स विच समबडी हैज सेड यू डोंट नो. ऐसी
Hmm.
बहुत सारी चीजें होती है ना, हमारी मम्मा हमको कहती है. अब जैसे मेरी लाइक माय मॉम इज आल्सो बंगाली, यार यू आर आल्सो
Hmm.
बंगाली. तो
Hmm.
होता क्या है कि मम्मा बोलती है ऐसे नहीं करना, इससे हो जाता है,
Huh.
वैसे नहीं करना, इससे हो जाता है. लाइक बंगाली पीपल आर प्रीटी
Yeah, I used to
लाइक
heard that.
या. सो अब मेरा क्वेश्चन हमेशा कांस्टेंट होता है, आपको किसने बताया ये ऐसे करने से ऐसा होता है? वो कहती है मुझे मेरी मम्मी ने बताया. अच्छा मैं पूछती हूँ अच्छा नानी को किसने बताया?
Exactly.
नानी से पूछो, कहते मुझे किसी ने बताया था. अरे तो वो किसी कौन है? हु इज दैट किसी? आई वांट टू नो दैट किसी. उसको उस किसी को किसने बताया? सो राइट, सो बेसिकली वी आर. देखो हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम है ना, एजुकेशन है ना सिस्टम
Huh.
है ना, एजुकेशन है ना सिस्टम है. आई एम इन नो वे आई एम सेइंग दैट फॉर्मल एजुकेशन इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. फॉर्मल एजुकेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आपको
Hmm.
अपनी डिग्री पे बहुत ज्यादा फोकस करना है, बिकॉज आप कभी भी कोई इन्वेस्टर के पास जाते हो या अपने अपना कोई स्टैंड लेते हो, तो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट पर्सन आस्क्स यू इज कि व्हाट इज योर क्वालिफिकेशन. तुमने
Hmm.
एमबीए किया है जो तुम बिजनेस करने निकल पड़े हो, कहाँ से किया? आईआईटी से किया, आईआईएम से किया, कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी से किया है? सो
Got
राइट
it.
नाउ आई एम आल्सो परस्यूइंग माय मास्टर्स फ्रॉम एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी.
Oh.
Right, because I also have this dream that I want to do PhD in communications.
Hmm.
Right. So basically अगर आपको किसी सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्टीज चाहिए, इवन इफ आप बोलते रहो कि मेरे को इतने सारे का एक्सपीरियंस है, लेकिन जो आपकी डिग्री कहती है ना, आजकल हर एक के माइंडसेट में डिग्री इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो नेवर लेट गो ऑफ योर डिग्री. एंड
Hmm.
सेकेंड थिंग इज, अगर ऐसा होता तो जितने भी इतने बड़े बड़े लोग हैं वो अपने बच्चों को इतने अच्छी खासी डिग्रीज क्यों दिलवाने के लिए फॉरेन भेजते? तो
हाँ
यही
वो
बोलते
तो
हैं ना,
है.
भाई मेरा नाम कैरी फॉरवर्ड करके तू करता रहे जो तेरे को करना है.
Exactly.
Degree is very important. So,
Exactly.
and I would like to say the first thing is change the kind of people you spend your time with,
Hmm.
right? Because people actually determines what type of system programming कैसी रहती है. अगर
Got it.
आपके दोस्त they're into alcohol, eventually if you are not a kind of a person who is into
Hmm.
alcohol, after some time you will feel like let's try for once. वो try वाला thought भी आता है कभी ना कभी. So it really
हाँ
depends what
okay.
type of people you spend your time with. So
Hmm.
I changed, and you might have seen that you must never have seen any story of mine on Instagram stating that I'm roaming somewhere, I'm enjoying, I'm having a gala time, I'm sitting in a cafe, I'm chilling. ये वो कभी नहीं देखा होगा
नहीं
because I'm
नहीं
not
नहीं.
into that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Because I know इस माइंडसेट को डेवलप करने के लिए हमने कितना पैसा लगाया है, हमने
Exactly.
कितना टाइम लगाया है. वी कैन
Hmm.
नॉट लेट कपल ऑफ पीपल टू कम एंड डिस्ट्रॉय दैट. सो एक
Exactly.
डिसीजन भी लेना बहुत जरूरी है. एंड डिसाइडिंग दैट यस आई वांट अ लॉट फ्रॉम माय लाइफ. व्हाट, we should be very positive, we should
Hmm.
be very very positive in our life, but for one thing we should be very negative. The only thing that we have to remain negative is that we have very less time on this earth. मेरा टाइम जा
Yeah,
रहा है.
that's the obvious.
या दैट्स ऑब्वियस. तो उस चीज के लिए नेगेटिव रहना पड़ेगा कि भाई भैया मेरे को नहीं पता कब मेरा टाइम खत्म हो रहा है. हैव टू
Exactly.
बी नेगेटिव. एंड
Exactly.
दैट dissatisfaction will help you in fueling your mind if you look into a positive direction out of it, right? So everybody's time is very limited, depends upon us how we decide to change it. So there is a BCD rule of life. So B means you are born, D means you die. हमारी
Yeah.
लाइफ की जर्नी बी से
Ha
डी के
ha ha
बीच में.
ha.
C means you born, D means you die. What do you think what C is?
These choices.
Exactly, choices. Whatever choice you make today determines what you're going to do tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right. We chose to come to this podcast. So
Exactly.
choices are pretty important, I believe. And next thing is practicing is also very important. You should never have this thing कि यार मेरे को अगर I don't have resources, I don't have anything, so I will just sit silent and I will not upgrade my skills.
Exactly.
Start from somewhere. अगर आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया है कि मुझे कुछ इम्प्रूव करना है, then start it from somewhere. At least try to do something out of it. Sitting alone, cribbing about it, moaning about it will never improve you.
Never.
Do
Exactly.
something about it. Get ahead of it. Try to find some solutions. Think, sit with
Exactly.
people who is a master of that thing. Follow some people who you think are good communicators. Try to take inspiration and don't copy them. So this is something that's very important, which most of the people don't understand.
Exactly. Exactly. So, the reason for doing this podcast, I planned and thought of this starting this podcast in 2020. And why? The reason is basically I completed my BCA, then I did my PG in digital marketing, and after that I become broke because
Hmm.
I lost my job. And when I was in job, I was like, struggling over the months so that I can get my salary and then spend that amount, and again struggle through the whole month. So I thought of, is that for me or other people are also struggling like that? Then I found that, entrepreneurship is something where we actually motivate people. Not only motivate people, we actually help people. So I
Hmm.
thought of, connecting with people like you who are actually doing a
Hmm.
great job in this India. Okay, so I heard, like, not heard, I saw you, like, you had changed people's life is like 30,000 people's life
Yes.
total.
Yes.
So what is your vision in this industry?
So my vision basically is like if you are a human being,
Hmm.
right? If you're a human being, one thing that you absolutely need is mastering your communication skills.
Hmm.
Every human being, if you are born, you need a source through which you can get your income. To get
Absolutely.
that income, you need communication skills, you need your personality upgradation, you need skill set. अगर
Exactly.
इतने ज्यादा ह्यूमन बीइंग है, सो यू जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट दैट कितने लोगों के पास इस सब चीजों की कमी रहती है कि वो अपने पोटेंशियल को एक्सप्लॉइट नहीं कर पाते. They are lacking somewhere. So that
Exactly.
potential made me run out of this. And most of the people think about like कि यार इस प्रोफेशन में जाके आगे स्केल नहीं है. There is a lot of scalability depending upon कि आप कितना हार्ड वर्क देते हो, right? I know the moment I will launch my next startup, like मेरा एक startup था, it got failed and right now I'm working as a freelancer.
Wow. Okay.
As right, so as a system है. I 100% know that whenever I will launch my next startup it will be a bang on, because अब मैंने बहुत सारे failures मेरे अभी भी life में आते हैं. Every day is a new failure, I learn from it and I grow from it, right? So I know जब भी next startup आएगा with God's grace it will be a bang on, but उसके लिए जितना hard work आज जरूरी है ना वो करना ही पड़ेगा. Like
Got
we
it.
are 22 and there are a lot of people those who have done a lot of things by the age of 22, but and we are not even 1% there.
Okay. Yeah. So me, right? When I was 22, I was like, I don't even know about the entrepreneurship also. I
Mm.
came to know when I was like 25. Now I'm
What's your age?
26. Yeah,
You're
I'm
26.
26.
You don't seem like 26. You look so young. Yeah, you look so young. I used to think that we are of the same age.
No, I'm
Absolutely.
26.
Okay. That's
Okay.
interesting.
And even as you said, like you had a, failure in startup. I had seven startup failed.
Oh my
I
God.
failed in seven startup, and
Wow.
then
I would
I
appreciate you for that. Like seriously, I applaud, like I really respect those kind of people, those who don't get demotivated out of failures. Like
yes.
amazing.
After getting failed in the startup, I started doing job, and then I was like, no, I'm not a job person, right?
Mm.
And as you said, like, it's the startup. So is that related to mine? Like, why my startup failed? Let me tell you that because of the teamwork. the people who are in my team or the partners, they are actually not focused, right? So is that the same issue or something else?
So I believe business means people, right?
Yes.
बिजनेस का मतलब people होता है, बिजनेस का मतलब पैसा वैसे तो अकाउंट्स में आ जाता है, बिजनेस मीन्स पीपल। भाई धंधा बनाना है, धंधा लोगों से बनता है, धंधा पैसा धंधे में लोगों की वजह से ही आता है।
Yes,
सिंपल
yes,
भाषा में ये
yes.
बात है, अगर तुम्हारे पास लोग अच्छे नहीं है तो स्टार्टअप नहीं चलेगा।
Absolutely.
अगर तुम्हें लोग बढ़िया चाहिए तो तुम्हारे पास बैकएंड में इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग सिस्टम होना चाहिए मॉनेटरी का कि तुम
Mm-hmm.
बैंग ऑन लोग लेके आ सको और अच्छी टीम बिल्ड कर सको। उसके लिए
Mm-hmm.
तुम्हें अपने आप को तो कितना ग्रो करना पड़ेगा। दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सेड यू शुड हैव अ स्टेबल सोर्स ऑफ इनकम इवन दो यू आर डूइंग फ्रीलांसिंग। एक स्टेबल सोर्स ऑफ इनकम हो, उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए तुम्हारे पास एक स्टार्टअप हो या किसी एक बड़े ग्रुप का तुम्हारे ऊपर हाथ हो,
Mm-hmm.
तो तुम उसको स्टार्ट करो। रिस्क
Okay.
टेकिंग एबिलिटी सबके पास होती है। कितना लोन
Okay.
ले लोगे यार, कितना कर लोगे? आजकल के जमाने में इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम लोन एज मच एज
Mm-hmm.
पॉसिबल।
Exactly.
Because of inflation, because our incomes is
Inflation
not
rate.
at the same percent, जितने
Yes.
जितने परसेंटेज से इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ रही है उतने परसेंटेज से लोगों की इनकम नहीं बढ़ रही है।
नहीं है, exactly.
This is the financial literacy which most of the students and people don't have, and then they get into the trap of this loans and everything, and then वो लोन पे नहीं कर पाते, उन्होंने जो कमाया होता है सब चला जाता
Yes, yes.
है।
That happened with me also.
अच्छा,
I
ओके।
purchased a vehicle and I lost my job in the next month. So I was like,
हम्म,
how to pay those the loan charges?
इंस्टॉलमेंट।
Then again I look for the job, and then again I went to another job and asked for a hike. Then I paid the loan. It's like that.
Okay, okay. So you have traveled a very long journey, यार. I never
Yeah.
knew anything about this. मतलब आपके बारे में नहीं पता था मुझे. But yeah, I believe people need to have a good literacy about all these things. And my startup failure का एक ही reason था because I involved my friends into it. And because of that leniency and getting into that emotional trap, being that immature,
Same.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so being that immature, so I believe that was the reason that my startup failed, and that was the reason. That is the reason my startup failed. But I don't crib about it now. I don't cry about it now because I believe it will never give me anything out of it. I'm very
Exactly.
happy where I am. I'm doing really good. I am trying to build myself every single day, and I know after 5 6 years I will stand somewhere by inspiring a lot of people with a group of people, those who are doing something exceptional.
Got it.
Right. I believe the community that we are into, like you, me, and a lot of people that I know, everybody would be 100% successful after 5 or 6 years down the line. They are the
Absolutely.
leaders, they are going to be the leaders. आगे जाके leaders बनने के बाद you need collaborations. So आपका एक
Absolutely.
इंडस्ट्री का नाम बन जाता है। अगर आप आज अपना कम्युनिटी में इतना अच्छा कम्युनिटी में अपना नाम एक रिलेशनशिप बना लेते हो, आप बाद में जाके कॉल ही तो करना है एक दूसरे को, यार एक
Exactly.
सेशन लेना है आजा,
हाँ
एक
हाँ
काम है
हाँ.
यार, प्लीज डू दिस यार।
Exactly.
आपको सिर्फ
Exactly.
कॉल ही तो करना है। दैट इज व्हाट यू अर्न इन द बेसिक इयर्स ऑफ योर जर्नी। You build people, you earn people, you build relationships. So people actually
Absolutely.
don't care about all these things, and that is where I believe a lot of people lose on to people and lose out on the opportunities, right? So मेरा भी startup failure का यही था कुछ, but let it be now.
But I believe, like, okay, so I heard all those, right?
Hmm.
And let me just focus on this our topic. To run a business, every founder have to come on public, right? So public
Hmm.
speaking is very much important right
Hmm.
now. So
Hmm.
how exactly one can start their public speaking journey,
Hmm.
or what are the three things they need to know about public speaking?
Okay,
Okay,
the
so
first
first
thing that
start
you
with
have
how
to
to
understand,
start public speaking.
okay, how to start public speaking is getting training from a certified source. होता क्या है, now most of the students they go to
YouTube.
YouTube and all such kind of things to learn a skill. I'm not
Exactly.
saying these are not the right platform. These are the platforms that are source of inspiration for so many people,
Exactly.
right? But we have to understand one thing: the information that they are provided there, it is not customized for you. लाइक तुम सबके पेट में दर्द है, मतलब सबको पब्लिक स्पीकिंग सीखनी है, लेकिन वो पेट का दर्द क्यों है वो नहीं पता ना डॉक्टर को। जब तक आपके डॉक्टर को वो एंडोस्कोपी नहीं करेगा, वो आपका अल्ट्रासाउंड नहीं कराएगा, वो आपको आपके लिए दवाई कैसे दे सकता है?
Exactly. Exactly.
यहाँ पे इंपॉर्टेंस आती है एक मेंटर की, जिसने पहले किसी को हेल्प किया हो पहले और बहुत सारे लोगों की लाइफ चेंज करी हो, क्रेडिबल है, उसका सोशल मीडिया है, अच्छे से यू कैन रिलाई ऑन देम, एंड that is where a mentor comes into show. So
Okay.
first is get yourself a mentor, and second is do a background check of the mentor. मोस्ट ऑफ द
Mhm.
स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट दे डू इज, आजकल बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे बच्चे मेंटर बन जाते हैं. हम भी छोटे ही हैं, हम कौन से बुड्ढे हो गए हैं, बट हमारे पास एक्सपीरियंस है.
Exactly.
एग्जैक्टली. अ स्टेबल एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ 5 years विल टेक यू अहेड इन योर लाइफ, राइट? तो
Mhm.
अब जैसे मेरे पास 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, तुम्हारे पास गुड 6 और 7 years का एक्सपीरियंस है. तो
Mhm.
ऐसे लोगों की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है जो आपको थोड़ा बहुत चेंज कर सके, और जिन्होंने खुद में भी चेंज लाया हो कभी ना कभी, राइट? So
Exactly.
this is also very important. Taking a background check of the mentor. Third is understanding why you are not able to groom yourself. What are your loopholes? Try to understand who you are, and then just go to your mentor and ask, यार ये
Mhm.
problem आ रहा है, कैसे करना है? ऐसे
Mhm.
how I can improve myself. So
Exactly.
these are something that very important, and start recording yourself every single day.
Mhm.
Start speaking, get in front of people, as many people as possible. I know heartbeat बढ़ती है, पसीना आता है, बहुत ज्यादा चीजें होती है, you feel down, तुम्हारा ये आता है कि लोग क्या कहेंगे. Let it go out, you know, do the things you fear and fear will disappear. जब तक तुम अपने आप को उस स्टेज में 10-15 बार नहीं डालोगे, जब तक वो डर तुम्हारे मन से नहीं जाएगा, वो हिचक नहीं जाएगी, you will not be able to do anything in your life. So whenever you get an opportunity, do that. Top 3 tips through which you can start your public speaking journey is: first is, as I said, recording yourself. Second is programming your mind. फॉर
Okay.
एग्जाम्पल, आप एक अच्छा कम्युनिकेटर बनना चाहते हो, अच्छा, तो फाइंड सम सुपर हीरोज फॉर यू. फॉर एग्जाम्पल,
Mhm.
ऐसे 5 लोग तुम्हें बहुत अच्छे कम्युनिकेटर्स लगते हैं, उनको रेगुलरली फॉलो करना. देखो वो
Mhm.
कैसे वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, हाउ डू दे सिट, हाउ डू दे स्टैंड, हाउ डू दे
Mhm.
स्पीक. There is a beautiful thing about them. Try
Got
to
it.
observe them, but don't copy them. That is what I want to say. Don't copy others, but take inspiration.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
ये चीज करिए आप, और साथ साथ अपने आप को जितना आप अपने आप को पॉलिश कर सकते हैं स्किल अपग्रेडेशन में, और नॉलेज ले लीजिए. बी इन अ सेल्फ लर्निंग मोड, एंड
Mhm.
नेवर गेट इनटू दिस ईगोइस्टिक व्हील कि यार मेरे को सब आता है. हर
Got it.
किसी को कुछ नहीं आता. अभी भी मुझे एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए कहता है कि अपने बारे में इंट्रोडक्शन दो, मैं एक ही चीज कहती हूँ अपने बारे में: आई एम अ लर्नर. आई एम नॉट समबडी. बी अ लर्नर फॉर द लाइफ time, and then only you will be able to upgrade your life. Once you are a learner, there is scope for education. Otherwise, फिर तो हो गई education आपकी. So be a
Got it.
learner and don't get into this egoistic kind of zone.
Okay. Mhm.
And one more thing, most of the people, when they go to coaches, they only tell them how they need to speak.
Yes.
That is only 3% of your communication, people.
Got it.
रेस्ट
They don't.
फोर परसेंट को भी मैं हटा देती हूँ. वो फोर
Mhm.
परसेंट आपका रिटर्न होता है. अगर मैं
Mhm.
93% की बात करती हूँ जो आपका नॉन वर्बल है, उस पर कौन ध्यान देगा?
Exactly. Exactly.
तो आपका जो नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन है, दैट इज योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज, योर हैंड जेस्टर्स, योर फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस, हाउ यू सिट, हाउ यू स्टैंड, हाउ यू प्रेजेंट योरसेल्फ. दैट इज आल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? सो ये सब चीजें भी बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करती है मेघदा. तो यही बोलना चाहूंगी कि आप एक फुल पैकेज अपग्रेडेशन करिए. एक
Mhm.
एस्पेक्ट को अपग्रेड मत कीजिए. अगर मैं,
Got it.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मेरे को आलू की सब्जी बनानी है, मैंने
Mhm.
तेल डाला, तेल गरम किया, लेकिन मैंने कच्चे प्याज में ही सब कुछ बना दिया, तो सब्जी का स्वाद अच्छा नहीं आएगा.
Okay.
सब्जी will not
Okay.
be great enough. But अगर मैं हर
Exactly.
चीज परफेक्ट करूंगी, then only that aloo की सब्जी will look great, will taste great.
Mhm.
Similarly, it
Mhm.
goes with communication and public speaking as well. Yeah.
As you said, like many kids are there who actually
Hmm.
considering themselves as a public speaker or
Hmm.
communication coach and
Hmm.
public speaking coach. So at after some time, they get demotivated and they face
Hmm.
the mental health issue. So what is
Hmm.
the mindset they need to require? They
Right.
require in order to big go through their journey.
Hmm. Hmm.
And is meditation required for this?
Hmm.
I just
राइट.
wanted to know.
तो अब देखो होता क्या है, अभी ना मार्केट में, इंटरनेट वर्ल्ड में कोचेस की भड़मार लगी पड़ी है. मैं भी कोच, मैं भी कोच, मैं भी कोच, सब कोचेस बने पड़े हैं. लेकिन अब आप देखोगे, आज से 1 साल बाद ये मार्केट जितनी भी हाइक पे, सब सैचुरेशन, मतलब एक फिर से डाउन चला जाएगा. और एग्जिस्ट कौन करेगा? जो पहले से ही इस इंडस्ट्री में थे.
Got it.
क्यों? क्योंकि इस इंडस्ट्री में सस्टेन करने के लिए आपको बहुत ज्यादा पेशेंस चाहिए.
Hmm.
आपको बहुत तपना पड़ता है, फेलियर्स आते हैं, उसको ओवरकम करना पड़ता है. सो माय एडवाइस टू ऑल द पीपल वुड बी दैट बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर फेलियर, बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द वर्स्ट. बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द वर्स्ट, बिकॉज आई विल नॉट टेल यू, आई
Hmm.
विल नॉट शुगर कोट की फेलियर नहीं आते, फेलियर्स आएंगे, कैसे भी आ सकते हैं. बट बी
Right.
मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड. दैट इज वेयर अ गुड कम्युनिकेशन एंड सॉफ्ट स्किल्स ट्रेनर कम्स इन फ्रंट. नहीं तो तुम किस बात के
Exactly.
कम्युनिकेशन कोच है, सॉफ्ट स्किल्स ट्रेनर बनकर घूम रहे हो, अगर तुमको गिव अप ही करना है.
Exactly.
Look to the things on a
Exactly.
very positive note so that you can find solutions about it. Second thing that I would like to tell people is, मेडिटेशन इज यस इम्पोर्टेंट. 3-4 दिन से मैं मेडिटेट नहीं कर पा रही हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ माई बिजी स्केड्यूल, बट यस मेडिटेशन इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज communication is a kind of an industry, soft skill is a kind of industry which is a entire work of your brain.
Hmm.
एंड
Hmm.
इसके लिए आपके माइंड में क्लैरिटी भी चाहिए, बिजनेस ग्रो करने के लिए क्लैरिटी चाहिए होती है, इसलिए मी टाइम इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. यू नीड स्पेस
Hmm.
टू थिंक. once you
Hmm.
meditate, your brain goes into a very silent zone and then ideas starts coming up. then
Got it.
then the ideas also comes up कि क्या क्या खराब चल रहा है दिमाग में, कहाँ का काम करने की जरूरत है.
Got
So
it.
meditation is also important so that you can get peace of mind. Before going to sleep, please do have meditation so that you can have a sound sleep. This is a tip that I want to give to all the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you are like totally honest to this industry. I want to ask you something like as you said, like mentor is important for you, right?
Hmm.
For every journey, for everything, mentor
Yeah.
is required. So, like three-person you consider as your mentor. Like, yeah.
Okay. So the first mentor would be, first mentor मैं अपने मम्मी पापा को ही मानती हूँ
Mm-hmm.
because they are like the absolute source. आप कितने
Mm-hmm.
लोग हैं यार, मतलब मैं किसी को भी बोलूं मेरे सोशल मीडिया पे 3,000 फॉलोअर्स है और मेरे फ्रेंड्स है, आपके रियल लाइफ में ना आपकी फेलियर्स के टाइम पे और आपकी सक्सेस के टाइम पे आपके पेरेंट्स ही आपके साथ खड़े हैं और कोई नहीं खड़ा होता.
Exactly.
Nobody is there. Even if you have million followers, only still your parents will be there to support you at the end of the day. So my
Exactly.
parents at the number one. Second would be my God, the ultimate
Okay.
person who has created not me but all of us.
The
And
universe.
it is because of a reason we are
Mm-hmm.
alive today. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So thankful to him. He is also a mentor. And third, I would like to state Mr. Rahul,
Rahul
Mr.
Bhatnagar
Rahul
sir.
Bhatnagar.
Okay.
Because I once I was
You are in the competition, right? In
हाँ,
Rahul Bhatnagar sirs, and
yeah,
you become the third one in all over India. Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
तो वहां पे Rahul sir came into my life when I needed the at most motivation.
Mm-hmm.
He came to my life at that point of time, and since then I never look back. He's
Mm-hmm.
always available, and I believe that is something that a person earns. And similarly, I also want that someday सब बहुत सारे लोग मेरा भी ऐसा नाम ले कि because of her, you know, I was able to do something in my life. So that is
Absolutely.
something. These are the three, four people I would say that have changed my life. And at least, and one more thing, that those who have changed my life is for the people, those who thought that I will not be able to do something in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Got it. Got it.
those who demotivated me at some point. I'm really grateful for them. दिल से कभी कुछ निकलता नहीं है, but हाँ, really grateful for them and the people, those who uplift me at every point of time.
They actually pointed out your, the weakest spot where you can, practice it and make it your strong spot.
Strong point. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. So, Pooja, as you are a coach, right?
Mm.
So, you face a lot of the people who says like, Pooja ma'am, just give me this totally the coaching for free. So, how do
Mm.
you say no to them?
So basically, I just tell them. So the अब देखो, कोई भी चीज ना फ्री होती नहीं है. When
Hmm.
something is free, you are the product. अगर
Yes.
Instagram आज free है, it is taking your time, it is taking your concentration, it is your focus, it is not free. So
Hmm.
basically, अगर आपसे कोई चीज इंसान फ्री में मांगता है, सबसे पहली बात
Hmm.
तो एक बात तो हमें हमेशा माननी चाहिए कि ऐसे लोग हमें अपनी कम्युनिटी में नहीं चाहिए,
Exactly.
जिसका फोकस ही फ्री में है.
Hmm.
राइट, हमें ऐसे लोग चाहिए अपने आप को ग्रो करने के लिए, दोज हु आर रेडी टू इन्वेस्ट इन देमसेल्फ. अब
Hmm.
बहुत सारे लोग कहते हैं कि इवन इफ दे वांट टू इंप्रूव दे डोंट हैव मनी. सो माय क्वेश्चन रिमेंस दैट इज व्हाट आर यू डूइंग सो दैट दिस मनी प्रॉब्लम गोज अवे. तो
Exactly.
होता ये प्रॉब्लम है अब लोगों के पास ना. ठीक है, मनी प्रॉब्लम है, 98% लोगों की मनी प्रॉब्लम रहती है, लेकिन तुम उसको
Hmm.
हटाने के लिए कर क्या रहे हो, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. प्रॉब्लम तो है, सोल्यूशन क्या है? सोल्यूशन जब देने आते हैं तब तुम्हारा मुंह बन जाता है ना. तो
Exactly.
फ्री में अगर तुम मांगने जा रहे हो तो इसका मतलब ये है कि कहीं ना कहीं माइंडसेट डेवलपमेंट की गलती है. तुम
Hmm.
क्या कभी किसी को कोई भी चीज फ्री में दोगे? एब्सोल्युटली
Exactly.
नॉट. तो तुम किसी और से एक्सपेक्ट क्यों करते हो कि तुम्हें कोई चीज फ्री में दे दे? दैट
Exactly.
पर्सन इज गिविंग यू एंटायर नॉलेज, एंटायर
Hmm.
एवरीथिंग. अगर वो विलिंगली फ्री में दे रहा है तो दैट इज फाइन.
Hmm. Even
मांगो मत.
even in order to get a job, we have to spend 20 to 25 years and then lakhs
एग्जैक्टली.
of rupees, right?
एग्जैक्टली. एक एक बात सोचो
Mhm.
यार, अगर मुझे एक 30,000 की जॉब लेनी है, फॉर
Mhm.
एग्जाम्पल आई वांट टू गेट अ 20-30,000 रुपीज जॉब.
Mhm.
मैंने अपनी 12th स्टैंडर्ड तक की एजुकेशन में कम से कम 15 लाख रुपए लगाया होगा, 15-20
हाँ,
लाख.
okay. Mhm.
उसके बाद 10 लाख रुपए तुम ग्रेजुएशन का लगा लो.
हाँ
10-15 लाख रुपए लगता ही है इंडिया में। जैसे
हाँ
मेरे डेली आई टेल यू, मेरी पूरी ग्रेजुएशन में कितने पैसे लगे थे? 35,000 रुपए लगे थे। आई डिड माई इंटायर ग्रेजुएशन इन 35,000 रुपीज। उससे कम ही लगे होंगे,
ओके
बिकॉज
तो
आई डिड दैट फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट, दिल्ली
यस
यूनिवर्सिटी से
यस
किया।
यस
अभी भी आई एम डूइंग माई मास्टर्स, तो मेरा मास्टर्स की अगर कोई फीस सुनेगा वो तो बिल्कुल ही गिर जाएगा, इतनी कम है। तो
गॉट इट
हाँ, सो बेसिकली ये बात होती है। आपने इतना पैसा लगाया है यार अपने आप
हम्म
को एक 30,000 की जॉब खरीदने के लिए, तुम थोड़ा और पैसा लगा के अपने ऊपर और डेवलप करो ना खुद को। कहाँ पे इतना लैग कर रहे हो? हाउ समबडी, देखो, एक वही इंसान होता है कंपनी में, वही वॉचमैन होता है। एक वही
हम्म
इंसान होता है कंपनी में रिसेप्शनिस्ट होता है। एक वही इंसान होता है जो कंपनी
ओके
में मैनेजर होता है। वही एक इंसान होता है कंपनी का सीईओ होता है। वो तो इंसान ही है, डिफरेंस एजुकेशन का है और माइंडसेट का है सिर्फ।
exactly even the skill set also.
हाँ, माइंडसेट एंड स्किल सेट, राइट।
Yes, yes. So, as we are talking about public speaking, so what is the future of public speaking in this industry? Because, I'm just hearing like I'm coming up with a off topic. You know, currently we are at Web 2.0,
हम्म।
right? And Web 3.0 is coming up. So,
हम्म।
how exactly that will actually help people to grow public speaking in in next 5 years? Like, what is the future in this
So
industry?
basically, as the people are getting educated
Mhm,
about,
mhm,
meditation, mindset, self
mhm,
growth, self
mhm,
development, startup, entrepreneurship, AI, ME, and all such kind of things, requirement of people, those who can educate them, will increase.
mhm. Okay.
And in order to get educated, you need in order to educate somebody, you need public speaking skills. जैसे डिजिटलाइजेशन हो रहा है तो वैसे ही आपको वो चीजें चाहिए, कंटेंट क्रिएशन में चाहिए, सब चीजों में चाहिए। तो इस चीज का कोई अंत नहीं है, इसकी डिमांड बढ़ेगी ही बढ़ेगी। अगर आज के जमाने में आपको अपने आप को ग्रो करना है, आपको डिजिटल जाना ही पड़ेगा और डिजिटल जाके आपको वीडियो बनानी ही पड़ेगी। सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट। सो एब्सोल्युटली 5 years डाउन द लाइन यू कैन सी इट एज अ $1 billion market,
Mhm,
that it
mhm.
will create massive amount of things. Nowadays even small kids are creating content. So you can imagine the kind
Yeah.
of scope this industry has.
So we are almost in the last part of this podcast.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this is kind of a tricky question, and this is like -1 special. So
Hmm.
what if I ask you to start from scratch without
Hmm.
any knowledge, without any money? Like, can you just explain it step by step?
Without knowledge, without money.
Yes,
Okay.
everything.
So the first thing that I would do is I would buy books. First
Okay.
thing, because I believe we cannot have access to influential personalities of the world, those who are billionaires or millionaires, but
Mhm.
we have access to one thing, and that is a book written by them.
Yes, yes. And what are those books?
So
Like
my
any
favorite
three book or
Okay,
any
my
two book?
favorite book is No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Right
Mhm.
now, I'm also reading this Do Epic Shit by Ankur Warikoo. It is
Wow,
very
this
nice. It is
this is
nice. I really
amazing.
like that. And third book that I would recommend is Bhagavad Gita, like Mahabharata. These three books
Wow.
are, मतलब No Excuses will remain my favorite book. And one more book is really nice, 5 a.m. Club, even though I don't wake up at 5 a.m., but उसमें knowledge काफी अच्छी दी हुई है 5 a.m. Club में. So I will definitely go and buy books. Second is, I will look forward to a person, कोई रेफरेंस में, हु इज इनटू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप। मतलब उनसे जाके बोलूंगी कि मुझे अपने साथ काम पे रखो। आई विल टेल देम दैट आई विल ट्राई टू अपग्रेड यू।
Mhm. It's like
सेम।
sweat equity.
हाँ, लाइक आई विल गो एंड गेट माई सेल्फ अ जॉब। आई विल वर्क इन अ
Mhm.
स्टार्टअप। देन आई विल ट्राई टू, जो प्रॉब्लम मुझे लगती है सोसाइटी में, उसी उसी डोमेन के स्टार्टअप में मैं काम करूंगी। पहली चीज ये भी क्लियर कर दूं, जिस डोमेन में मैं जाना चाहती हूँ उस डोमेन के स्टार्टअप में काम करूंगी। नेक्स्ट थिंग दैट आई विल बी डूइंग इज आई विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द मार्केट, and I will try to be in the system and understand how can I bring a very different solution to this problem,
Okay. Okay.
right? So then I will start building relations with people,
Mhm.
and I believe once you have trust, money will follow. Getting trust from people on social media is very important.
Yes, yes,
Giving
yes.
people things for free is important. Creating visibility is important. अगर मैं कितना भी होगा, फोन तो होगा ना मेरे पास, I will start creating content. I will
Yes.
start building my visibility. I will collaborate with people. I will go live with people. I will, collaborate. I will tell people कि मेरे साथ live आओ. जो भी
Got it.
करेंगे. I will get in touch with people those who belong from my domain. I
Mhm.
will create my LinkedIn profile so that I can get in touch with, professionals.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
so this is something that I will be doing, and eventually I will have some goals for me which I would like to complete, I would also
Okay.
find out that what are the things that are really required by me so that I can improve myself, and I will start improving them.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I will build a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are more experienced than me, I will start sitting with people, those who are more smarter than me, so that I can become smarter than they are, even more
Okay.
smarter. And yeah, these are some things that I will be doing. And I will remain very modest, humble, and not egoistic towards anything. That is also something that I will be doing. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. So, okay, Pooja, thank you so much for joining.
Wow, learned a lot from her and her experiences. Also, comment down below which one is your favorite part from this podcast, and also whom do you want to see in our podcast and learn about their secrets and their experiences. Also, I'll be mentioning all the social media handles and the links in the description below. And also, I just want to add that this podcast having a audio version in Spotify. So I'll also be mentioning the Spotify playlist in the description. And as always, do subscribe for our next episode and take care.